You know, I got to give a huge shout out, a huge W, a huge thank you to the MVP of this game. Actually, you know what? There was two MVPs. The first MVP was Trey Hendrickson. Absolute legend, absolute Hall of Famer. Should be 100%. She definitely needs to get a new contract. 3.5 sacks in the most clutch situation possible in this game. But my second MVP for this game is Russell Wilson, baby! Mr. Unlimited! We tried to lose this game. We did everything possible. We tried to bungle this game. We wanted to bungle it so hard, it almost got to a point where it hurt our soul to not bungle this game. And guess what? We still won. Why did we win? Because of Mr. Unlimited. I mean, we got to a point where we stopped them, was about to get the ball back and put a nail in the coffin, and we muffed a punt by hitting the ball off of our guys' foot. That's how bad we tried to bungle this game. And we couldn't. Because of Mr. Unlimited decided to choke that badly. First off, the takeaway from this game is we had 17, 18, 19, 27 different times in the red zone, and we could not score touchdowns. And to be honest, the Steelers have a great defense, 1. 2, yes, there is a situation where AFC North football always kills us. Primetime football always kills us. But we can't let that continue to be a problem. Like, if we would have scored even one touchdown in the red zone, which Jamar Chase dropped a touchdown back-to-back games now, we would have been fine, and we would have been okay in this game. It's just self-inflicted wounds, and that's pretty much been this whole entire season, and it's been a problem forever now. But, hey, it's a time to rejoice, because we won. At the end of the day, we tried to bungle it, and the Steelers out-bungled the Bengals. Okay? And that's all that matters. That's all that matters at the end of the day. We tried, they succeeded to out-bungle us. And Russell Wilson, absolute MVP. But on the real note, though, our defense, they need all the credit in human possibly in this world right now. They need all the credit for this game. Our offense struggled so many times, 3 and out, not 3 and out, but in the red zone, 3 points, in the red zone, 3 points, in the red zone, 3 points. By the way, shout out to Cade York for being an absolute MVP as well. And our defense kept stopping them over and over and over again, even when we muffed the punt and they got the ball at our 40-yard line. What do? We sacked them, held them to 3rd down and long, and they barely kicked a 54-yard field goal. Listen, our defense showed one thing. If we are going to be a playoff team this year, which we did our part, now we need the Jets to win and the Chiefs to win. If those two things happen tomorrow, which I will be live 4:25 p.m. for those games, if those two things happen, we will be a playoff team. And our defense showed tonight that they can win a game or two by being a competent, reliable, and intelligent defense. I really liked how our defense looked tonight, and I have a lot of confidence moving forward if our defense can continue to look like this. Get hot right now, and we're going to be cooking. Last week and this week, our defense looked really damn good. Continue doing that, and we'll be fine moving forward. But you have to continue doing that defense. Continue being competent. Continue being, good. And we'll be okay. We just need to figure out the offense. The good thing is, again, we don't play AFC North again. Unless we get in the divisional round. Because if we get to the playoffs, right, wild card round 100% will be the Bills. We play them with a 7th seed. They're the 2nd seed. We play the Bills no matter what if we get to the playoffs. We'll beat the Bills. We will beat the Bills. We usually always own the Bills. That's the one team we're the best at, period, is the Bills. Confident in that. Very ecstatic about that. Outside of that, if we beat the Bills, then we're going to have to play the Chiefs. Okay? Divisional round would be the Chiefs. 1 plays 7. It don't matter. We don't play AFC North football then. Then the championship could be against the Ravens or the Steelers if they get there. Or it could be against the Texans, potentially, or the Chargers. So if we get to the championship, so our series is Bills, Chiefs, both teams we can beat in the playoffs. We have done before. Championship is either Steelers, Ravens, or Chargers. Or Texans. Or Texans. Obviously, it's going to be tough. If we put the Texans, the Texans play us very tough as well. So that's going to be tough. But hey, listen, you got to do it. You got to go to the Super Bowl, and then you get the Lions. So that's a tough one, too. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm just happy we don't have a losing season. We don't have losing seasons, and that's the only good positive in all of this is even when we lost Joe Burrow last year, we didn't have losing seasons. By the way, shout out to George Pickens for being cooked. Cam Taylor-Britt, by the way, first off, that the only touchdown they had this game, because they had one touchdown. No, wait, they had 2 touchdowns. Excuse me, sorry. One of the 2 touchdowns they had this game, the Steelers, the first one, they had 2 PI calls that got them that touchdown. The second touchdown, Freiermuth just outplayed us and played great football. But the first touchdown, Najee Harris's touchdown, that first pass interference was a good call. That was pass interference 100%. The second PI call, I don't know if I agree with that. And I might be completely biased. 100%. Probably am. 1,000%. Don't even comment down below. You don't even have to comment down below because I'm probably biased. But it is what it is. I think the referees did, for the most part, a good game tonight. They coached a really good game. I think, again, we tried to bungle, and we couldn't. The Steelers, Russell Wilson, man, he really, truly, he said, you're not going to bungle this. We're going to bungle this. So now that the Steelers went ahead and lost, that means that if the Chargers win, right, tomorrow, then the Chargers will play the Texans in the first round of the playoffs. And that means the Steelers play the Ravens. If the Chargers win tomorrow, the Steelers play the Ravens, first round of the playoffs, and that means the Chargers play the Texans. Now, if the Chargers lose tomorrow, then that means the Texans play the Steelers, and the Chargers play the Ravens. So that's kind of just how this is all going to shake out here. So Chargers game tomorrow will matter a lot for Steelers fans, but hooday, boys, hooday. We won. Khalil Herbert actually looked pretty good. Like a lot, offensive line sucked.